Let me tell y'all something. To these kids out here today, all right, they gonna look at you like you crazy when you come at them like they owe you their ear or they owe you their respect just cause. Now, we all know a lot of these youngsters are out of control. A lot of these youngsters are doing things that are way out of line, way out of pocket. But we have to stop for a second and say to ourselves, when we were young, did we do some things that were out of pocket? Did we do some things that were kind of crazy? Did we fuck up? Bottom line, you know what I'm saying? And did we act crazy? Yes, we did. Yes and yes, right? But for the few old timers or family members, teachers or whoever, coaches that were able to get at us and get through to us, they did because they came at us a certain way. They came at us with love. You know, they came at us like they came to our level. You know what I'm saying? Where they understood how to reach us by saying, let me talk to him in his world, in his head or her head. And then embrace this young man or this young lady and then take them where they need to go. That's what you do. You don't come at the youngsters like, man, what the fuck, especially if you don't know them. Because immediately you're going to be met with resistance. You're going to be met with, sometimes it can be violence, you know? So, excuse me, we just have to get off our high horse. Because I've even had to catch myself sometime when I see certain behavior or I hear the youngsters talking a certain way. I say, man, why is Shorty talking like that? But then I catch myself and I say, well, there were times when I was young where I may have said plenty of things out of line. I didn't know grown folks was around in the area, right? But I said it, whether I knew, they were in the area or not. So somebody could have heard me say something and say, hey, yo, what the fuck you talking about, man? You gonna watch your mouth. Instead of saying, hey, young man, just be on point. You know how you talking, man, because you don't want the wrong person to hear you say what you're saying, especially your mama. And give him a wink. All right, you enjoy your day, man. Y'all be safe. You don't even have to say much, but something like that. And you don't even have to, you don't have to raise your voice. You don't have to curse, nothing. It's not what you do, it's how you go about doing it. That's having game. See, people, and that's another thing, that word, we'll do a whole nother, I'm going to do a video about that, about the word game. But that's having game, uncommon knowledge, knowing how to take the experiences that you've went through in life and apply those lessons into one situation or an instance that's going on in real time and be able to deal with it so smooth. Because I've dealt with life and death situations like that where I've been able to talk myself out of it. And I'm talking about where dudes literally either pulling out guns or about reaching in their waist, and I just say something to them in a certain manner and look at him in his face, and the brother's like, yo, man, I apologize, bro, for even coming at you like that, because he sees that, yo, I was about to pull out a gun on this dude, right? So it's just how you go about dealing with the situation at hand. And remember, we're dealing with human beings, we're dealing with children who are, a lot of them are emotional wreck. And a lot of that wasn't created, it wasn't their fault. It doesn't mean they shouldn't be held responsible or accountable for how they act. However, we have to understand the root of it. We got to understand, why are they acting like that? Why are they speaking like that? Why are they dressing like that? Why are these kids running around, sometimes ain't took a bath in 2 days? Because a lot of them, they weren't trained to. And some of their parents weren't around, some of their parents just didn't care. So remember that, especially when it comes to our youth. If we don't love them, who will? Take that and run with it. One love.